Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We've got another new video for you today. We've got a best players to invest in on Football Manager 2022. If you haven't already, leave a like, rate and subscribe. And yes, let's dive straight into this. So, starting top of the list, we are in our Newcastle save a couple of years down the line. We've got the rated in the highest value of the game. So, starting off first, we've got Haaland, who has made his way to Manchester City. This guy here, absolute beast. Look how he's performed for Manchester City since being there. That is absolutely incredible. He's obviously improved Manchester City by a lot, and I mean a lot. He's obviously become the new Sergio Aguero, if not better. I mean, what more could you want? Definitely a player that you splash your cash on. Look at Manchester City, spent £139 million, which is absolutely insane. So, next, we have Jude Bellingham. He has just signed for Chelsea in this save. They spent 77 million on him, which I'm presuming because Bellingham wanted to leave. Look at how he did for Dortmund. Absolutely incredible. He's obviously getting played out of his position or something at Chelsea at the moment. But yes, Jude Bellingham, a definite go-to. Plus, if you're managing an England side, he's going to count towards your English players that play in your team. 22 years old, look at them stats, absolute beast. Jude Bellingham, definitely worth looking at. So, next, this one here that shocked me, and I tried to get him on my Newcastle save because I didn't actually know he was going. Mbappe, look at those stats. He's only 26, he's at Real Madrid on my save. Someone that you just cannot afford to just turn down signing. He's absolutely incredible. We're going to go to history right now. As you can see, he went in on a free transfer from PSG to Real Madrid, and look how he's done in Real Madrid. He's just been exceptional. He's just been so good, Kylian Mbappe. I'm surprised Madrid managed to sign him with all the debt situation they're in, but obviously it's Football Manager. It doesn't let you really go into debt as such, like the top flight teams. Next, we have another young lad, Morby, I'm just going to call him. He is 22 years old. He's currently playing for Liverpool in my save. Look at those stats for a 22-year-old beast. He's just a centre midfielder as well. History, let's have a little look. So, he was at Leipzig. Played absolutely exceptional for Leipzig. And then look at that for Liverpool. Oh, he's just playing absolutely incredible. Such a good player. Next, we're going to move on. Obviously, there's De Bruyne on the list. De Bruyne, obviously by far another really highly rated player. I know he already is a highly rated player in the game, but this is a video showing you top to bottom of the players that are worth the most in the game. So, Kevin De Bruyne, probably worth investing in. I mean, I wouldn't really invest in him because of his age, unless you're going to get him first season. But look at those stats for Kevin De Bruyne since playing for Manchester City over the last couple of seasons. Absolutely exceptional, Kevin De Bruyne is in that midfield. Right, next one, Robert Lewandowski. He is at Liverpool in my save. 37 years old, obviously not the fastest player anymore, but for a 37-year-old, he is still there. He's still banging in those goals. Look at that. They only spent 12 million. So for someone to come into your team, just sign really cheap, come in and just play a few games and absolutely slam teams and probably win you a few trophies. Lewandowski is a definite try and sign when he's cheap kind of player. Next one we've got, obviously, Lukaku. Oh, he's just so good. Lukaku is just so good. Obviously, since signing up with Chelsea, he's been an absolute beast. Trying to get him away from Chelsea, I don't know. But if anyone's got a Chelsea save, keep a hold of Lukaku because this is how he plays. Look at that one season there. 36 goals in 38 games. Absolutely exceptional for Lukaku. Next, we have got the young lad. Don't know how you'd pronounce it. Musilia, I'm presuming. But young lad, 22 years of age in this save. Plays still at Bayern Munich. Look at those stats for a 22-year-old winger. Absolutely exceptional. Go to his history. Look at that. How he has played for Bayern Munich. He is exceptional. Played absolutely amazing. I mean, yes, he's still there. As you can see, Bayern Munich's manager, he did love bringing them young talents through at Leipzig, so he is doing it at Bayern Munich, and you can tell what he is doing straight away. So, Bernardo Silva, another one, absolutely exceptional player. Everybody knows this. We've seen him in real life, we've seen him in the game. He does it everywhere. Look at those stats. Absolutely exceptional, Bernardo Silva. History, as usual, absolutely exceptional. What more would you want to say from Bernardo Silva himself? He's been great. So, we've got Draxler. Yes, he's playing really well. Obviously signed back in the day from Schalke for free, but look at those stats. A really, really good midfielder for most of those players on FM. You're just going to pick these kind of players up. De Stegen, another one. Really, really good. Next one, Leroy Sané. Obviously, you've got Sané, looks really, really well as well in this game. Dooku, look at that. Young lad. Obviously, his long shots could need improved. Vision needs improved, but overall, really, really good player. Stad Rems, sorry, I can't pronounce that name. But yeah, look at how he's just progressed really, really well. Just signed for PSG in the save. Obviously, Donnarumma, you can't go wrong with him in a Donnarumma. Look at him for his player stats. You can't go wrong with him. Absolutely exceptional since playing for PSG. Look at how much he's valued at. No one's ever picking him up unless you're like a really, really high valued club. Kimmich, another one. Another guy from Juventus is Locatelli, I think it's pronounced. I don't think so. You'll have to correct this down in the comments. I'm terrible at pronunciations. Look at those stats. The 27-year-old. He has just signed for Juventus not that long ago. Been on a 2-season loan. Look at those. Look how good he's been for Juventus. Incredible. As we keep going down, other gods there as well. There's him, Wesley Fofana. Courtois as usual. Isaac, obviously I signed him in my Newcastle United save, had to let him go, but he's exceptional. He's so good. I mean, I was devastated when I lost him, but you can't go wrong with a player like him. He was exceptional for me at Newcastle. He's exceptional at Manchester City. To be honest, £60 million is not a lot of money to pay for this player, considering he helps you in every way, shape and form. He was just a player I built my team around at Newcastle. Obviously, we lost him out at Manchester City, but it is what it is. Savic, another player that's good. Pedri, the young lad, young Barcelona wonder kid. He's coming through. Look at those stats. He's only 22 years of age. Look at those stats. He's only going to improve at every shape and form. The way he goes on in this team. Look at the way he plays as well. Absolutely exceptional to invest in Pedri. Another one, Eric Garcia. He starts obviously at Barcelona, but yes, he's got well-rounded stats. Very, very good centre-back. Obviously, didn't really play that much for Barcelona that season, but other than that, when he did play, really, really well. He's having a really good season, starting off at Bayern Munich, and £32 million Bayern Munich played for him, and that was it. That's not a lot of money either. So, continuing on. Carlos Sola. He's an average player. I mean, he probably could do a bit of work in the midfield. I mean, his tackling isn't the best, but look at that. His stats say it all. Assist machine. That's all I'm going to say. He is an assist machine. Yes, it's nice to say. Reina, this guy here, I was trying to sign for so long on my Newcastle United save. I just couldn't get him. I could not get him for anything. No money or anything like that. He went to PSG in the end, but look at those stats. 23 years of age, American. Exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Look at that. Just look at that. Obviously didn't really have a good season at Dortmund before he left for 105 million, but other than that, absolutely exceptional. Really, really good player. Rodri, obviously the ex-Manchester City centre mid, he was absolutely exceptional. Every time I tried to attack the ball, just never had any chance when he was there. He's still at Inter. Lautaro Martinez, look at him. Absolutely incredible. I'm surprised he's still at Inter in this save. I thought he moved. But in any way, look at him for a pressing forward. He is exceptional. He's played there for seasons after seasons after seasons, and he's just been that replacement for Lukaku, and you can't really go wrong with a player like him. Absolutely incredible goal machine. Now, first things first, obviously, these are the rest of the players that are really highly rated in here. You can pause the video anyway, shape or form. I'm just going to keep going down slowly but surely so you can see all the highly rated players and who you should probably pick up in your game. But we're going to show you some of the gems that I found in my Newcastle save and who's playing in the save. and I just highly recommend you to cash in and have a look at, because they're still developing at my team, and I really highly rate them. So here we go. I'm going to go into my squad, and I'm going to show you straight away. So Onana, look at this guy, 29 years of age. That for a goalkeeper, you can't complain. I mean, I only signed up for 46 million back in the day. And other than that, look at those stats. He's been really good. Really good. And you can't go wrong with 46 million for a goalkeeper. Yes, it's a lot of money, but he's been there when I need them most. Onana, definite go-to, and try and sign. Another guy that I was very surprised at was Tamori. I brought him in. Look at those stats. He's very well rounded. £70 million we paid for him, but look at them 3 seasons. The last 3 seasons he's had a solid 7 rating, and he's really good. He's held that defensive line really well. 70 million is a lot of money to pay for someone like that, but Tamori, definite Englishman as well. Another guy, this guy here, I'm just going to tell every single FM player, you need to sign him. Just go for it. Doesn't matter how much it's going to cost you, go for it. He's 23 in this save, because I'm obviously a few seasons down the line. I'm sure he starts at like 18, 19 or something like that. Look at those stats. They're only going to get better. Obviously, he's going down at the minute because he's going through a bad patch of form. But look how he's performed ever since signing up for 46 million from Bayern Munich. Look at that. Obviously, other than that season there, he has just played really well. Really exceptional. He started out all right at this. Well, I would say all right. He's played really well so far in the season. Young lad, only going to get better. Another player as well is Dest. I signed him from Barcelona. He's really well rounded. Obviously had a rough patch for the few first seasons, but he's starting to develop now, starting to get a lot better. Obviously last year he got 12 assists for me. It was really well. He's another player that I would highly recommend to sign. The next player I'd really recommend to sign as well is this Icelandic centre mid. Look at his stats. He's 22 years of age. He's just so good. I'm slowly but surely getting his tackling better. I'm training him on that. But look at them stats, and I don't even think we paid that much. Look at that, 20 million. Can't go wrong for 20 million. I mean, he's not really having the best seasons for me, but he's different for other people. You might use him in a completely different tactic. We never know. Just check him out. Definitely check him out. Next, Miguel Gutierrez, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, so this guy here, young lad, brought him in a few seasons ago. He's been really well at left back for me. As you can see, last couple of seasons, really developed well. I'd highly recommend to get him. I mean, 30 million was a bit steep for him, but it is what it is. We paid for him. Really good player. So next player we're gonna go through is not him. So Saint Maxim. I mean, this guy here, I'd recommend everybody to pick Saint Maximo, not just because he's in my boyhood club, just because solely of how he plays. Look at that. Look at them stats. Saint Maximum has played exceptional for me. Last season, I mean, I have my excuses for last season. Sadly, Saint Maximum, I played him in and out of positions just to see how he would play, and he didn't play that good. But this year, I've started him in a striker. I mean, striker position, 11 games and 9 goals. St. Maximum is a definite try and sign for any of your teams. I don't know how much you'd have to pick him up for. Probably about 30-40 million, but definitely try and pick up St. Maximum. Borgo as well, this guy here, is another guy, exceptional. Look at those stats. He's really well rounded. He's had a mediocre season with me, but you can't complain. 5 million, bargain, absolute bargain. 5 million. He played different for others, playing them in different positions. You just have to check them out. This hidden gem here as well, I found him at Barcelona, in Brazil. Found him in Brazil. Look at those stats. Those stats are very well rounded. Really good player. I mean, you can't ask for more. He's down as an attacking midfielder, but I play him at centre mid. And I mean, look at his stats at centre mid. He's exceptional. Look at this. He's so far. He's just signed, obviously, went on a loan back at his other club. But yes, look at those stats. Really well rounded. He did start at Real Madrid, and I only spent 20 million on him. So, in my opinion, bargain or not, you decide. It's completely up to you. This guy I'm definitely just going to feature out there by far, 110%. This guy here doesn't look like he has the best stats in the world, but He is absolutely incredible. He's just getting better as well. I paid 15 million for him. 15 million is just really cheap for a guy like this. I mean, he got injured in the first season that I had with him. He come at the end of, I think he come at the end of the season, or he was just on the bench a lot because I was still developing him. But over the last 3 seasons, he's become my first team striker, and by far, I've never regretted that choice. Absolutely exceptional. Go and check out Sissoko. Anyway, that's going to be it for the end of this video. If you haven't already, leave a like, rate and subscribe. And I hope this helped you out making a choice of who to sign in Football Manager 2022. It's very exciting, Football Manager 2022. So, let us know in the comments down below who you've signed and who you'd recommend me to sign in any of my future saves. Because I'd like to hear any sort of comments that people have. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.